What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Ninja Kitchen. So today's video we're going to be making anabolic apple cinnamon muffins. Now these are crazy. This was heavily inspired by Greg Doucette's cookbook, and the recipe is created from him. So huge shout out to Greg Doucette for inspiring the recipe. To answer all your questions, yes, this is a pawing table that I'm doing this on. Give the video a like, and here we go. Alright guys, so starting things off, make sure you got yourself a nice food scale. I'm using this one. You're definitely going to need something to measure out the grams, so get yourself one. Alright, so the first ingredient we're going to be using is oat flour, about 240 grams. So if you're poor like me, then you can't really afford to just be buying this expensive oat flour, so you're going to make your own. So all you got to do is take your Ninja, take your oats, measure out 240 grams. It's going to be a lot, by the way. Like, look at that. And just going to screw your top on. Now I'm about to do some off-camera work because the Ninja is over here on the counter and I can't quite pull it in front of the camera. So here we go. But basically, this is before, and that's after. Oh yeah. All right, now for me personally, I find it a little helpful just to mix all my dry ingredients together. So I'm not going to dump this into my bowl yet. I'm going to keep it all in here and add the rest of my dry ingredients, and then we'll go. All right, so next up you need 66 grams of a whey protein powder. I mean, you could use whatever flavor you want. If you want a neutral taste, like the one I'm using vanilla. I guess if you want an extra cinnamony, or is that a word? Cinnamony? If you want it to taste more like cinnamon, you could use some sort of cinnamon-based protein powder, but I like the vanilla. It gives it that good vanilla-based flavor. All right, then you need 6 grams of a 0 or low-calorie sweetener. I'm gonna be using Swerve today. And honestly, guys, you really don't need that much sweetener anyway because you're gonna get a lot from the protein powder and the apples themselves. So don't worry about it if you don't really have sweetener. It'll definitely help though. All right, then we got 6 grams of a baking powder, and then 4 grams of baking soda. Alright, so that finishes off our dry ingredients. So again, I'm just going to do a quick little blend here. Just put my top back on. Here it is. See all the layers? Blend this for a second. And there we go. Look at that. Oh, it looks so freaking good. Oh. Also, before I forget to mention, preheat your oven to 350 degrees. That's what I'm about to do right now. Alright, I'm just going to clear a bunch of this stuff out of the way. Alright, now you might have noticed you had a slight change in ingredients, so now we've got all our wet ingredients out. So the first thing I'm going to do is just dump all my dry ingredients into my mixing bowl. Oh, frick. One of my eggs almost fell off the table. Leaving them there. Also, I know we didn't add the cinnamon yet, but we'll throw that in at the end. Alright, so back to the food scale. Zero it out. Alright, first thing we're going to want is 250 grams of an unsweetened applesauce. If you get the unsweetened, it'll save you some calories. That's not mine. Upon further investigation, I realized that it was my roommates, and they're trying to pull a fast one on me, but you know, they're not gonna make me fat yet. Alright, unsweetened applesauce. They're about to give me the full sugar one. Oh. Always check, always check. Man, I'm gonna have to get more of this soon. Alright, then we're gonna need about 60 grams of egg whites. So if you have like liquid egg whites, you can use that. Or you can use 2 eggs worth, is about the same, so I would just do that. Alright, then you're going to need 175 grams of a plain non-fat Greek yogurt. Alright, now it's time for the apples. So you should be aiming for around 270 grams worth of apple. But what I found is if you get about 2 medium-sized apples and you just cut out the core and you shred the rest up, that should be fine. I'm going to use my cutting board. So literally just cut it. This table is not sturdy. Cut out the core. I think this is starting to tip. Alright, I'm about to move the camera so you can see more of what's going on. Alright, so you should have something that looks kind of like this, you know, just a bunch of apples here. Here is my grater. So now all you gotta do is take this, just plop it right in there, and yeah, it's gonna get dirty, but it's fine. Then you're gonna take this. I found the best way personally is just hold it by the skin and And then when you get to the very end, it's just this super thin piece of skin. You can just throw this out. All right, so this is what it should look like when it's all said and done. Now we're just gonna grab a spatula, mix it up, throw the cinnamon in. All right, and there we go. Last ingredient, baby, ground cinnamon. Now this is totally up to you, like personal preference, just put in however much you want. I normally like it pretty cinnamony. Oh yeah, that's good. If I had to guesstimate, I'd say that's probably about like 2 grams or something. I don't know. And just give it another mix. Ta-da. All right, now here comes the tricky part. So first of all, I'm using these little silicone cupcake molds. You can just wash them, they're really easy, and they're non-stick, so you don't even have to spray it. All right, here's where we test our skills. You guys, this does make a lot of batter, so you're gonna wanna fill these up pretty much all the way. They honestly don't expand like a crazy amount either, so you should be fine. All right, and bam, you got 12 of these gorgeous little freaking muffins. Oh God, it's so hot in here. All right, in the oven we go, and I'll see you later. All right guys, so I'm just gonna show you a super quick and easy frosting you can make. Oh my God, bro. All right, so this frosting recipe is actually super easy. So it only takes 3 ingredients. So first thing you're gonna need is a brick of fat-free cream cheese. Now I would recommend just softening this a little bit in the microwave. Next thing you're gonna need is about 5 grams of a sugar-free, fat-free vanilla is what I'm using, pudding mix. And the last thing, again, I'm gonna use Swerve sweetener and the confectioner's sugar. I just feel like the confectioner's sugar makes it a little bit more similar to cream cheese frosting. And you're gonna want about 30 grams of this. All right, and that's it. And now you just mix it up. All right, and that's basically done. So there you go. And it's gonna have a slightly yellowish tint, but don't worry about it. It's just from the pudding mix. This is slightly yellow, as you can see on the package. So now what I recommend doing is chilling that in the fridge while your muffins finish cooking. Like mine still have a few minutes left. So I'm gonna chill that, and then you can put it into a little piping bag if you wanna make it aesthetic like me, because I have a thumbnail to create. But otherwise you can just take it with a spoon and spread it on there. So here we go. Alright guys, so we're just going to do a small little taste test. So this is the one you saw earlier from me cutting it up. Here are the other muffins, guys. These are still like so warm and like, oh, they're so soft. Here we go. So, real talk, I've been having these for breakfast every single day this past week. So they're really good even without the frosting. I'm just like a huge cream cheese guy, so I love cream cheese frosting. This is kind of like apple cake with cream cheese frosting, except it's super healthy. So I'm gonna put the macros on the screen right here for a muffin without the frosting, okay? So these are about 160 calories without the frosting, and with the frosting over here, you're only adding another 20 calories, so 180 calories per muffin. And these are some decent sized muffins. I mean, you know, look at that, you know? Fits in my whole hand, bro. It's like those little baby like muffin bite things. Subscribe. Alright guys, so it's a few days later. I just want to show you. So these things have been in the fridge. They actually keep super well. So I mean, they're like a little cold obviously, because they've been in the freaking fridge, bro. But they're super well, and like I said before, you don't have to frost them. So you can eat these plain, but actually just keep this little like piping bag of the frosting, see? So I just had the corner cut off the Ziploc bag, put it on there every morning, good to go. Also, I made some of these freaking things last night. Dude, these are protein cookies. They're based off Kenny Fisher's new recipe of like funfetti, except I changed it up, made it better. Well, better in my opinion anyway. I really like the way they came out. So they look really good. So basically, guys, let me know in the comments below, first of all, what you thought of this style of the video compared to the last one. Last one was like a top-down view. Let me know what you thought of this video, and then let me know if you have any sort of future protein recipes that you guys want me to review / make whatever. That's gonna do it for today's video of Food Review Friday. So thank you so much. I hope you are liking this series so far, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace out.
Maybe you should take it slow.